Shout out to the Sigma in the comment section who gave me this idea. So today we're going to try the balloon speed trick with the speedy balloon skeleton barrel, which has pushed it really fast towards the tower with the baby dragon wind. This is going to be an expensive push, and there's probably only one point in the game where I'm going to be able to pull this off. But let's see if we can pull it off against Cafe Senpai. So I didn't even think about it, but skeleton barrel evolution is obviously a thing that... Holy fuck, this guy's not wasting any time. And he's got double buildings, which is actually probably going to be quite fun, to be fair, because it means that the gimmick has more use, because the whole point of the gimmick is like speeding past buildings. That is going to go for the tombstone. I don't know why the fuck I played it there, but anyway, let's try and I just want to make this happen, man. I just want to like bang this out, see if this works, and then just be a happy camper. Okay, that's all I want. So let's end with an emote, get in his head. Cycle Skelly's in the back. One more cycle, and we are back to skeleton barrel evolution. So I pretty much, don't want to pull the berserky. Of course not. All right, this is perfect. We've got Baby Dragon Evolution, we cycled this, and now our next one's going to be Skeleton Barrel Evolution. Alright, Senpai, what do you got for that? Please play a truckload of Elixir. That works. Cycle this, and now we have it. So, let's cycle Balloon, Baby Dragon in the back, and then we kind of have to play these at the same time. So, let's go for it now. Oh wait, you need like 100,000 Elixir! Alright, I kind of fucked that up, I'm not going to lie. So, I can only do this push in double Elixir, then. I didn't even think about the fact that it's a fucking 10,000 Elixir push. Alright, so it's 12 Elixir. So, double Elixir, that will definitely be possible. So, that was slightly moronic. But I never claimed to be the sharpest tool in the shed. And then let's cycle this, and that's perfect, because we've cycled our Baby Dragon, and now we can get back to another Skeleton Barrel. Somehow this cycle is like 2 point something. It feels like I have a lot of expensive units, but I really don't. Like, Skeleton Barrel's 3 Elixir, Baby Dragon's 4. The only expensive unit is Balloon. And I could take out Vines, but Vines is just too nasty of a card. So let me cycle, and let's see if we can get this down right now. Bang. Alright, double Elixir's hit. Let's cycle Skeleton Barrel, and... Ooh, I could also play Little Prince for the 3-card cycle instead of the Vines. Nah, that doesn't feel like the play. Let's just keep cycling. Need that Evo Mortar to die. That one Skeleton has done a great job there. Now, let's go Skeletons. Okay, we're going to have to defend, but I'm going to try and defend with cycle cards and keep my Baby Dragon kind of just in that corner there. Alright, let's do the thing. I think this is it. We've got the wind as well. So this will actually go for the tombstone, I'm pretty sure. But holy fuck, look at the speed. Look at the fucking speed. And I think we're going to be able to take the tower there. Alright, I should have played that over on this tile. That way it would have actually bypassed. But the thing is, the Baby Dragon wasn't on that tile. So the Baby Dragon wouldn't be pushing it as well. Which doesn't really matter because it's about the wind, not the Baby Dragon pushing. It's about the Skeleton Barrel pushing. But this is not bad because we might be able to do it again. I feel like I could end this game if I just went in for like a balloon push. But, you know, that's no fun. And he's cycling a bunch of cards, and that's not what we're about. We're about the gimmick, and I think the gimmick actually is quite strong. So let's go with this in the back. Little bro thinks he's cooking with his mortar here. And let's just go for a berserky to try and wind its way towards the mortar. Very nice. And then, let's do the thing. Fuck it. Let's go like this, in the wind. Here we go. Holy fucking speed. There's just no way he can get a building down, surely. Alright, he will kill it with the Inferno Dragon Evolution, but it's GG's, right? Skeleton. Okay, fuck's sakes. Alright, we're just going to have to cycle our Vines. So that wasn't the cleanest first game, I'm not going to lie, against Cafe Senpai, but we do get the W in the end there. I want to have a time in the game where they have like full counters the whole time, and then I just worship past. But we'll have to see about that. And yeah, I've been thinking of doing different types of content lately. So you're probably going to see that pretty soon. I've got to... I feel like I genuinely played Clash all day yesterday. That's why I was like, I was hungover yesterday. I was just pissed because I'd been sitting inside playing Clash. That just can't be good for you. I was doing that all day yesterday. And I remember by the end of the day, I was like, fuck, I've done like nothing. Like technically Clash is my job, but like playing Clash really isn't. Like being good at Clash isn't really my job. It's YouTube. And I feel like my calling is YouTube, you know, it's not being good at the game. And so yesterday, okay, you know what? Let's cycle a Skeleton Barrel here. And then let's just go Vines on the Goblin Barrel because that will counter it. It's not my favorite. interaction, but you know, it does counter it. So that's great. We've cycled our baby dragon evolution, our skeleton bear evolution, and we have balloon. Now the question is, can we afford it in single elixir? No. So I'm not really sure. We've got 1 minute to burn here. And I think we can probably, you know what? I kind of want to cycle a balloon just to kind of see what he's got. But I also like keeping it as a surprise so we can catch him with his pants down. But yeah, no, I feel like I'm my most happy and most fulfilled as a person when I'm really focusing on making every creative endeavor I have. I have all these like I don't know if everyone's like this. I have these like random thoughts on like ideas I want to do, and I do almost none of them. But there was a period in Scotland where I was actually doing them, and I made like 2 skits. Like I made a skit a day for like 2 days, and I felt like that, I don't know, I just felt like that was my calling, man. The skits also don't really technically make sense for me to do according to like I don't know, performance, because they don't increase views technically, and they also make sure my videos get demonetized because I always use copyrighted music. But I feel like it's my calling somehow. All right, we're gonna probably lose our tower here. I'm not really too worried though, because like obviously I was trying to hold on to my evos. You know what, fuck it, let's go for vines here, and then let's go for a berserky as the skeletons spawn here and take that out at the last second. Nice. All right, now he might go full pelt on the right with his Magonite, and I do not mind that because, yeah, what the hell is this guy playing, by the way? So let's go for it. Let's go baby dragon in the back, and then let's go for the fucking speediest balloon of 2025. All right, let's fucking go. I need, holy fuck, look at that shit. I need a baby dragon to splash something. Are you fucking kidding me? He's going for the 3-corn. All right, let's see if we can defend this. We're going to need an E-Spirit, absolutely. We've got quite a solid defense there, and I have no ground units. So we're going to have to defend this with a berserky behind and try and not die to a royal giant. He might go with a royal... Okay, I'm going to go with vines because I literally cannot afford to take much more damage. And I know he's got royal giant now. So this is going to be quite a scary situation. Let's go for a baby dragon to make sure that we can kill all that and slow anything he plays. Go for a berserky to minimize the damage. And then go for a speedy skeleton barrel in the wind here. Holy fuck, man. Hopefully we can get some damage out of that. But he's just going to go for that. So let's go balloon in the pocket into the wind. And that's just going to fly towards the tower at top speed and take down the tower. Look, that was another successful win. But I'm not quite happy, man. That also might put us at 15,000 trophies. Wait, is that going to be us at 15k already? Oh yeah, I get to open 100,000 lucky drops and chests. So 696. Yippee. 464. Wait, is that us there? So we're going to claim this. And we're not quite there. But yeah, I feel like in my life, like, I don't know, when I socialize too much, it just doesn't feel right. When I play Clash too much, it just doesn't feel right. I feel like when I'm constantly like pursuing my creative endeavors towards YouTube, it's such a weird thing, but that's the only time I feel like most fulfilled. Because whenever I do something else, I just feel this like empty, like I feel like I'm missing something. I feel like a lack of fulfillment, like I'm just not, I don't know. I don't know if people feel that way. Like, you know, when you do something, like, there's days when you fuck around and do what you want, because that's what you want to do on the day. Let's say you want to watch movies or whatever, lie down. And then there's days where you get the things that you know you have to do or want to do. Not want to do, but like let's say working on an assignment or something, like you don't want to do it, but when you finish it or you start working on it, you feel productive doing it. You may hate it in your mind going into it. It may sound way worse than it actually is. That's usually the case. Things usually sound worse, or you make them feel like they're worse in your mind than they actually are when you start it. But like that feeling when you finish, that feeling of like productivity, that's the equivalent of what I get with what I'm describing right now. But it's weird because it's like, oh, I don't know. I just get so much fulfillment out of it. Can burn me out, but I don't know. I feel like that's my calling. Anyway, double elixir is not hit, so I don't think I can afford the push. And I can't go balloon in the back. I feel like that deletes the whole like purpose of the gimmick here. And he's playing Hog Earthquake Tesla. I'm going to cycle a skeleton barrel just because I think I can get back to another one before double. So we're going to get... This is the thing. I've got so many broken cards in my deck that even without the main gimmick, they just work by themselves. Berserky's going to get a hit on the tower. Skeleton Barrel's going to get to the tower. It's all just great stuff. And we're probably going to take it now. Oh, he's got Royal Delivery and Log, to be fair. I will say the Royal Delivery does get a shit ton of value against my push. But yeah, I've just felt like kind of Like, I've had a good day so far and whatnot, but I just feel this like sense of frustration almost when I'm not, because I have these ideas. It's almost like you always know what you should be doing. Whether or not you actually do them is a different story. Like, you always know what you should be doing, and you may not be doing them for one reason or another. And that's basically how I feel. I have all these things I know I should be doing, and I don't know why I'm just not doing them. Anyway, fuck it. I'm feeling arrogant right now. So let's go for this in the other lane. And let's see if we can do it. Oh, used his delivery. Okay, we go for this. And I don't think he was expecting that push. And that's going to be a late Evo Tesla. And holy fuck, man. That's going to be tower down on the left. It's such a hard push to defend, especially considering they're not expecting it. Let's go for a cheeky Vines here. No, the Evo Tesla. And he does have Tesla in hand. Let's go for a high baby D just to start chipping that down, and also to take out the Knight and cycle to our evolution. And then let's see, will he go hog in the middle here? We're all expecting it, champ. Let's go for this to take that out. He might go for a firecracker at the bridge. And there it is. Good work, David. We're all very proud of you. I'm going to take that out. Now, okay, the gimmick is no longer a surprise, but I'm still going to do the whole thing because, I don't know, it's just the vibe. And then let's go for it. Fuck it. Ooh, he did stop the wind there. He thinks he's slick. Let's go for Vines here. He's going to go for a delivery, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Oh, it will be enough, but we're still going to get death damage. And honestly, that wind still being there, he might go for a Tesla, but the wind is just so... oh, he's not going to be able to afford it. That is going to be GG's. He fucked up the log timing, and David takes another L. And I still like want to scratch that itch, you know. I want to really have like a neck and neck game, and I just want to like get a bypass, and I can feel it coming, man. I can feel it's on the horizon. But yeah, I don't know. I was watching some YouTube videos on some, like, I guess, successful people in the past. One of them was Michael Jackson. I was kind of listening to the few times he gave advice, and it was quite interesting listening to what he says, because he said a few things. One of them is to be successful, you have to listen and hear. You have to be very, like, switched on to what I guess, you just have to absorb your surroundings. Like, study the greats, and, like, I don't know, just be listening and be hearing what's going on around you. I found that quite interesting. I don't know. It's always interesting. You see these people who are like anomalies in terms of societal success, I guess, and you're like, wait, how did they even get to that point? And I feel like it's super underrated listening to what they say. Like, we literally have access to like the most successful people. Holy fucking 3 crown, by the way. The most successful people in history at our fingertips, and we can just like listen to what they said and like how they got there and what their advice is. I feel like not many people I know do that. So, I don't know. That's something I've kind of always just like... I always like listening to what people who have had something going for them. Because usually what they're saying isn't bullshit. They don't get there by luck. You know, it can't be luck every time. It just can't be. And I always find that quite interesting, hear what they say. And it turns out there are a lot of parallels between what everybody's saying. You know, there's a lot of parallels. You hear all these guys say, like, work hard. And that's a very blanket statement. I feel like it's a very vague statement. I feel like you got to enjoy what you're doing, or at least feel some kind of purpose with what you're doing, because you're not going to continue doing it if you don't like it. The grind, the hustle it's not a thing. It's not like that's never been a thing. Unless you're shooting towards a goal or you feel some kind of purpose. And I've thought about this for a while, actually. Like, how do I live my life? Do I live my life through just doing what I enjoy to do? Do I live my life, you know, I don't know, on the grind, always hustling, working towards the next goal? And what I've come to the conclusion of, in my mind, the best way to do it is I feel like it has to be something that means something to you. You got to have like some vision of where you want to be, and you've got to, like, I've always, for some reason, I don't know, I'm just that arrogant as a person. I've always like had this like weird, like, I don't know, self-belief. I feel like a lot of people are like this, to be fair. I've always had like a lot of self-belief for whatever reason. Everything I feel like I really like want to get to, like actually want to get to, I feel like I've been able to do it. And I don't know why, but it just seems to be the case. I feel like just, okay, wait, I can actually afford it in single. All right, we're going for the push. Oh my God. All right, the baby dragon didn't hit anything, so we didn't get the wind, but we are getting the wind now. And with the vines as well, I don't even... Nah, we're just going to leave it. I won't take tower, but the baby dragon might... Okay, there we go. So this is why we vines. There we go. That is clutch. And that's going to be able to take the tower with the baby D. Surely. One more hit. Fuck. But yeah, no. I've had periods on this channel where I've really burnt out by... like, I've made my whole life about the content, which is not a healthy balance. Then I've had the opposite, where I've, like, not focused on the content, and neither has worked for me. But I think... I don't know. I'm leaning towards the side of, you know... I can't explain it. It's like... I don't know. I don't know if I can articulate myself that well. You'll just have to take my word for what I'm saying here. All right, let's start cooking over here. Let's go for an E-Spirit, and let's try and take that out. And then let's go for this. And then let's go for a balloon now and see. I know this isn't the speed thing, but I need the baby dragon to speed up the balloon, and the skeleton barrel will take out the Inferno Tower. We had to goof up the strategy. We had to change it up against Corny Johnny, but we did manage to take down the tower, so let's hit him with a... And that's an easy dub. But yeah, I do find it interesting listening to people who are quite successful and whatnot, because I have aspirations, I have ambitions, and I get in these like cycles of drinking from the dark liquor as a way to... I don't know why I do it, Chad. I don't know why I do it, but it's not the way. It's not the way. And doing exactly what I want to do is also not the way, because I think the best thing you can do is like... just like... Oh, it's... I can't put a finger on it. It's like... How would I describe it? It's like, you know what you're capable of, and you know where you want to be. You know what I mean? You know, I don't know if other people like this, but I have this like visions in my mind of where I want to be. Like, I know I can be there. I already see it in my head. Like, I'm there. And if I'm not working towards that, I feel this sense of like hollowness and like emptiness. And like when I know I'm not putting any strides towards it. This is going to be really goofy. I just want to see how this goes. Balloon to defend that. And then, wait, that's going to go inside the fucking evolved snowball. All right, that was goofy. I wanted to see it. But yeah, I think I articulated it quite well there, honestly. I have these like visions and whatnot. I feel like I'm some kind of fucking prophet or something. Basically have these like dreams, and I know I can get there. And because I strongly believe that I can get there, when I'm not putting any foot in front of the other to get there, that's when I feel a sense of like, well, fuck, I feel a little bit like, what the fuck am I doing sort of thing. And it also makes me take like days that I'm not doing that, but I know I am. So like if I'm actively working towards my goal or whatever, or some dream of mine, right? And then I have a day where I'm like just not feeling quite as locked in. That's perfectly okay, because that was every day for me before when I wasn't locked in. So all of a sudden, the days that I wasn't locked in become days that I can enjoy even more, because I know generally I'm still putting one foot in front of the other to get to where I want to be. And hopefully that makes sense. And when you start doing that, when you really start doing that, I feel like everything in life becomes more enjoyable. You know, when you're by yourself, you're working towards your goal, so you enjoy your alone time even more as an opportunity. And then you enjoy your time to socialize because you need a break. You need a break from, I guess, that sort of shit. Anyway, let's go for it here. We got the wind. Oh my god, he actually did do a really good cannon placement there. Oh, and he's got the vines, but it doesn't really matter, because if I go through... Oh, he's got so many counters, but he missed. He fucking missed. And he throws out the oops. Oh, man. Every time we played it, we were able to win with the gimmick. It was actually like crazy easy. Probably because I've got like 400 broken cards in this deck and then cycle cards to get to them even quicker. But yeah, there's a little bit of a window into the mind of Ken, a little bit behind the curtain at Disneyland. So if you enjoyed, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow, Girl Scouts.